Afternoon, good morning, wherever you're on the world. My name is Lionel Miranda. This is X Planet Live, and welcome to our 40K Friday stream. And tonight we have a league game. We kicked off a league a few, almost a month and a half back, give or take. Each round is 3 weeks, so guess what? It's been a while. It's been going for a while, I should say. And right now we're in the third round, or the beginnings of our third round of our league. And in our third round, we got a matchup between World Eaters and Orks. Should be a very, very fun battle to see. Guys are using the league, by the way, as an excuse to get their stuff painted. For those of you joining us for the very first time, we are a streaming channel that streams games in a little shop called X Planet Games. How about that? We're located in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and we just wanted to set up a streaming table to kind of showcase our wonderful customers and the wonderful community in our area. Being a streaming channel and just us watching people play, you're going to see stuff that's unpainted. Plain and simple. This is a league match, and like I said, they're using the league as a way to motivate themselves to get the stuff painted. But so without further ado, we'll get into the matchup. Well, let's eavesdrop on the boys, and then we'll talk about the mission in a little bit.
Rots for you.
Okay.
Do another one.
Let's go. The second set of 8 bound here.
Sounds good. To no one's surprise, I will see you with a Grot gun because you deep strike only outside of 9, correct? Or can you go shorter?
No.
Okay. Makes sense then. So they're going to move back this way. Grot gun. Right here.
Okay. Yeah, all my stuff is movement and...
All right, as the guys continue to place their models on the table, this is our mission. We're playing Mission C from the Prior Nexus battle pack, and it is Linchpin, so we're going to be playing like a Hammer and Anvil style mission with Fog of War. Sorry, Linchpin. Tipping Point is the Hammer and Anvil type of setup. So Linchpin, Fog of War, Tipping Point, and then the table looks more or less like so. But why look at a cool looking map when we can just look at the table right here? There it is. So it's an interesting map. It's diving in for the center. You got cover from all sorts of little angles. If for those of you not familiar with area terrain, those rectangles you see on your screen, those red rectangles, are basically infinite columns of line of sight blocking. So all sorts of things could hide behind that, but you could cut angles to try and see if you can pick up on any model pieces. I'm just going to remind the guys that the crates in the center of the table are just going to be treated as 2-inch tall ruins, but the crates will potentially get in the way, so models cannot land on them, but they will be able to move through them. So there you go. So let's get back to the table.
Boom, Rocco Snazwagon. Did I put that big dude? Did they put big idiot in front? Maybe?
Guys, I forgot to tell you, the crates are just going to be treated as ruins.
Yeah, same as tournament.
Same as the tournament, but Daryl didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
2-inch tall, so
Okay.
all your models can just move through it.
Just
Okay.
move through.
You cannot land on it.
Okay.
Okay?
I really don't respect the Land Raider shooting, which seems bad to say, but I don't. Okay, we'll put a Boomdecker Snazwagon here.
My phone's not showing.
Tony will show up. Tony will take an Uber if he needs to. Oh, 7 now. Oh, that's true. That's fair.
My Demon Prince here.
Sounds good. I will place down my second Boondock Snazwagon. He shall hold the piece. Boomdecker Snazwagon.
Alrighty, let's go over some army lists quickly. We'll start off with the Orks. All right, the Orks. They are playing Dread Mob at weighing in at 1990. You got 2-3 mechs. Those mechs will pat the big giant robots in the butt and give them +1 to hit. That +1 to hit not only for shooting but also in hand-to-hand combat, which is absolutely amazing. Then you got 1-2 units of Gretchen. The Gretchen are battle line in this basically sub army. And they are just absolutely fantastic. As a battle line unit, of course, they can take advantage of all sorts of battle line type tricks you could do. I don't think there's any in this mission, though. One of the greatest things they have is a reactionary strat, which when the enemy ends a move within 9, they'll be able to get the heck out of dodge and on a 4+ do D3 mortal wounds, which is just absolutely fantastic. The Boomdecker Snazwagon will be there to basically perform battle tactics. It's just an 80-point fast-moving thing that's kind of hard. Not hard. A little bit durable to kill. Death Dread is a little distraction thing, probably going to be another action bot. And then we got the first of the heavy hitters, a Gorkanaut. Now this thing has a big Deathstorm mega shoot. Basically it's within 18. It fires something like 30 shots. Yeah, not bad. Custom Booster Blaster doing the same thing that the Boomdecker Snazwagon is. Will do some damage. I like the Burner Exhaust because it acts like a flamethrower, which is pretty cool. A mech gun just to fill in space and zone out. Basically, maybe it'll chuck some damage. The second of the big heavies, the Morkanaut. The Morkanaut is the thing with the basic custom force field. So this thing can have an invul of 5+. And then on Wa turn, actually, can it be? No, it doesn't improve. No, it's just an invul of 5+. And then a Stompa, the Hill of Guns. This man mountain here moves across the table and it is basically almost half the army. If you could answer this, you'll basically send this army to the 4 winds. But to answer it, well, it's T14 30 wounds. And it just pours out a metric ton of firepower. And with the actual Dread Mob strats, this thing will be able to actually do all sorts of things. Exploding hits, lethals. It could, yeah, it's fantastic. It's probably the first time a Stomp was actually worth getting, but only specifically in Dread Mob, in my opinion. And then we got Storm Boys. Again, little screen guys that'll be performing battle tactics. All right, let's get back to the table. Then we'll go into the World Eaters.
Lana was playing around with this. I'm going to just skip it over. Let's go. I will be going first. Boom. Okay, I will gain a CP for turn, and you will gain a CP for turn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my blessings.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, trip 6 is already.
Oh,
Sorry,
Vanguard
boding
can
well.
come back. Woo.
Boding well.
All right. So
What would you like to give those boys?
you're gonna come first.
Yeah.
Uh,
But obviously, like, knowing what you've tried to ping on secondaries, I would be
Yeah.
a little bit more reserved.
So I'm going to give them the Feel No Pain.
I imagine so.
That's
Yep.
with my doubles. And then I'm wondering if I want to do.
All right. While Daryl is thinking, now is a good time to go over his list. So let's go over it. He's tipped the scales in 1995, and like every World Eater army, or at least all the World Eater armies I've seen, it has an Angron. Angry Ron is definitely in this. This guy is an absolute house. Whatever it touches, it deletes. He's not overly tough, but where his toughness really lies in is his ability to come back on the table. So when he dies, he has still a chance to actually get back into the fight, which is kind of as ridiculous as it sounds. Then the World Eater's Demon, very cool, slaps pretty hard, and it has an aura of a 5+ invuln that not only obviously he's in, but he can actually help out units around him as well. And then we have the World Eater's Master of Executions, affectionately known as Mo. He'll be joining a unit of Berserkers and giving them, oh gosh, I believe lethals. I'll double check that when we get to it. And then in the battle line slots, we got Jackals. Jackals will be zoning probably his home objective, possibly screening, doing basically actions, that sort of thing. Khorne Berserker unit being led by that Mo guy that we just finished talking about. Yeah, that's right. So these guys are quite blendy. 4 attacks apiece. They're not bad. They're not bad. At 180 points, I think they're pretty good. But now let's talk about the actual serious heavy lifting in the army. We got 1, 2, 3 units of 8-bound, followed by a singular unit of exalted 8-bound. All these units just blend whatever they get into melee with, although I think that that Stampa is really going to test their metal. Speaking of metal, let's talk about World Eater Terminator Squad. That's a unit of 10. That brick is probably going to drop on one objective and say, you see this one here? This one's mine. Well, now the Orks will have to do something about it, and they definitely have the can openers to peel that back. Last but not least, we have a World Eater's Rhino. Okay, so that's it. We've gone through the lists. Love both lists, love both armies. This should be fun to watch.
So there'll be
And
6
do they have
inch
scouts?
moves. Yeah, 6-inch moves.
Cool. So just be aware of where you move, because obviously since you know my first turn, gun, shoot you, bang, bang. Like the Stomper will see them anywhere in open man's land.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll walk to the center of table,
Yeah.
and then I will see.
Well, let's give him cover at least.
Makes sense to me.
6 and
No, the other guys are already safe, but it's up to you if you want to creep them forward.
so you're not going to see over that.
Correct. I'd have to touch the template in order to be able to see over it. Unless I can come here and get a line of sight of them.
Yeah.
But again, I'd have to touch the template.
And you are going to get there. So I'll just move to the wall for these. And he'd be able to see them,
Yeah, so
being Titanic?
yeah, so tuck these all the way into the L.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, if you're all the way in the L, I can't see them.
Okay.
Beautiful. You're good.
All right.
Golden.
Good.
Cool, the scouts?
Yep.
Awesome. So you move in 9, you can advance and charge. Statistical advance is going to be a 3. So closest enemy units is here. Plus a 3 is here. So you'll get to me if you need to, no matter what. So there's really no need to go too ham-hasted. So what we'll do is containment is 1 or more units wholly within 9 above inches and not within your deployment zone. Not wholly within, so that's fine. So this guy's literally just going to creep over. Contain. This guy here. He moves 12. So what we'll do is we'll just move him the 9 up, 2 over. Tapping that objective. Contain. Screening out. No 9 here. These threats are fine here. No 9 here. Threats are coming back. Again, it's turn 1, but we got a pre-position for other turns. So we don't have Angron just coming backwards and hurting my face. and other nasty Terminators. So these are going to slide backwards here. That's a 9. Terminators can't fit here, so we're good on the backside. So no matter what containments are going to be happening, I have 2 objectives. And in this one, it's just linchpin. So literally hold one objector, each controls the objective marker in the deployment zone. They score V3 for each other and 5 for each other. There's no cap. So cool. So I do want to control more. Fair enough. There's no reason why this guy shouldn't move forward. So I'm just going to move. No pivot, just moving exactly. Cha-cha slide real smooth. Death Dread's just going to move up. Keeping, actually, you're going to come backwards because we got to keep you. That's a 9. That's a matter in turn 1. Cool. Then Stompa.
So is a Stompa considered on a 6? I guess he's considered to be on a not on a base.
Yeah, he has no base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has to pay for the pivot.
Yeah, it costs 2 for a pivot, but
Okay.
like he can literally just walk over here.
Yeah.
Really fine. So, I don't want to advance the bikes. Honestly, I can just touch here and just shoot those 8-bound. So that's what we're gonna do. So moving the 10 gets his back of his base there. We'll move up here. We'll walk over. Land here. So we're on both those objectives. Not on the objective. To be clear, he's not on the objective, unfortunately. I had to roll an advance for that, and I don't really want to advance and shoot. I could, I guess. What am I going to use a CP for? Yeah, sure. I'll advance and shoot. I'll spend 1 CP
Okay.
to advance and shoot. Spend 1. Bang. Cool. Cool. Gets the 2 he needs to get onto the objective. So just toes his boot on. Hello. Then these guys are going to push out. He's going to go behind. Taps the dude. +1 to hit. The other 2 mechs are going to sit inside. Titanic can't overwatch, in case you remember that. So I can't overwatch with the 3 big things. The other things can, but I can't overwatch with the big things.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to shooting. The only thing I can actually shoot at is going to be those 8-bound there.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw everything into there. I'm going to choose sustain, so I'm going to make my guns hazardous.
Okay.
If I roll it on a 1 or 2, it's sustain hits, 3 and a 4 lethal hits, 5 and 6 for every natural wound roll of a 6. I add an additional 2 AP to the gun. I'm not going to choose, so therefore it makes my guns hazardous.
Okay.
So a natural wound.
Okay, that's a fortunate position from Daryl's part. Daryl's kind of new to the game. He's using the league to get reps in, and obviously as an excuse to paint his stuff as well. He's not been doing too bad, but this positioning, hopefully he'll remember for the next few games. There's no reason why those 8-bound should have been peeking out from behind that building or that area of terrain. They can just walk through the actual building. He would not have been in a bad position by doing that. Yeah, that's just a big mistake. So those guys are probably going to die. We'll see what happens. Maybe Korn will smile on him, but the opening salvo will be good. Getting rid of 1 8-bound unit from the Ork player's perspective is definitely a good thing.
So we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 shots. It's pretty unfortunate. I'll spend my... Do I reroll everything for a CP? No, I don't care about rerolling everything. I'll spend a CP to reroll. Oops. Spend a CP to reroll. I spent that for the run. No, I just ran. 1 for C, yeah. Down to 0.
Okay.
Cool. That's better. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, by 1, whatever. All right. So what happens when you get greedy, kids? Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hitting a 4 is sustain hits.
Okay.
Should have spent it for the reroll. Wounds on 2s. This is at -3.
Okay.
You will have cover. So -2.
Okay. So normally it's a 3, 4, 5.
All right, we'd like to welcome a few people to the actual chat. Scared Chaos Scary, thank you very much. As always, sir, you are a scholar and a gentleman. Dave Patton, I know that's not anywhere. Yeah, you've definitely seen him out and about for sure. And then we have Teresa. Teresa, hey, who's playing tonight? Well, my man playing Orks, his name is Brandon Deemer, and my man playing World Eaters is Daryl Jones, if I'm not mistaken. Both super really good guys. Brandon, the Orc player, has a lot of experience. He plays a lot of competitive Warhammer. He, in fact, plays a lot of games, period. He just loves miniature games. Daryl, I have known, oh my goodness, I don't know how many decades. We met in my past life when I worked at Games Workshop, and he was a customer. He was a lot less grayer. and yeah, it's been an enormous amount of time. We've reconnected when I opened up my shop. Him and his son actually have come and joined the league or various leagues. Both super sweet guys. If it's your first time here, folks, well, welcome to us. We are X Planet Live, and basically what we do is we stream games that happen at X Planet Games, a small shop in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and basically we do a stream for 40K every Friday night, and this Friday, well, is no different. That's us. And we also do a tournament stream once a month as well for 40K. So if you like that sort of thing and you like listening to a guy who will make mistakes, but has a general, I would say, pretty good handle, maybe, on tactics and what have you. I always love interacting with everyone, though. If I'm wrong, please tell me I am. I will attempt to always try to do better. But I'm a massive fan of miniature games, massive fan of the GW hobby, and I'm going to be sharing my enthusiasm with you. So if you like that sort of thing, man, it would be super fantastic if you hit that subscribe button. Flash us that thumbs up. Hey, if you don't like it, flash us a thumbs down. But you know what? Don't just flash the thumbs down. Tell me why. Tell me why you don't like it. But yeah, it would be much appreciated. We're only about going on 9 weeks old now, I think. And yeah, we've only been doing this for a little while. Lots to improve upon, but we are aiming to do so. And with your support, we will get there. And the best and easiest way to support us right now is to just subscribe. Subscribe, interact, maybe even jump on the chat. Why not?
I pick 3 units, and then you have to kill them. But the units obviously are going to be Grot's Grot Gun. So I mean, might be worthwhile spending the CP to get rid of it if you don't need it, but other than that, you can always ban at the end of a turn for a CP.
You know what? I'm gonna keep them both.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty.
Cleanse and mark for death. Okay.
So movement.
Okay, so and he cannot Overwatch.
Correct.
Okay.
For stat line, so you know what you're getting into. He's T14, 2 up save, 6 up invul, 30 wounds.
30. Okay.
Yeah. At this moment, 27.
Any blast weapons?
He does.
Okay.
Multiple. All those rockets you had into it, those are all blast weapons.
Okay.
But he's got like a 30 or 20 shot Gatling gun that can fire in combat, Scorchers, 2 sets of Daka guns. Yeah. Strength 24 if I do the strike, strength 18 if I do the sweep.
And they can fire into combat?
Correct.
Just -1 to hit.
You got it.
Just wondering if I should do a Guts of Glory?
I mean,
take off as many as I can?
It'd be a quick 8. I always advise, you can play whatever playstyle you want, I always advise to play cagey because it is a points game at the end of the day, but...
Okay, so at the end of the command phase, that actually becomes sticky?
Yep.
Because it's the Jackal ability.
Okay,
Gemini.
for those of you joining us, and for those of you that really know what they're looking at, you'll think, wow, this is going to be super hard for Orks. I should say for World Eaters. You would not be wrong. Daryl's list does not have the tools to deal with that Stompa. And you're like, well, why would you run this battle report? It's because we're not a battle report, folks. We are a streaming channel, and this is a matchup of a league we're running. And sometimes we're just going to encounter games that are not going to be even. It's a great way to see and illustrate the differences between building well-rounded lists and what have you. So currently right now, Exalted 8 bounds can't really touch that Stompa. So they're strength 7 on the heavy chain glaives. They'll be wounding on 6s. Yeah, they can reroll 1s, but wounding on 6s. They got lacerators, or at least some of them do, or maybe all of them can. I can't exactly remember whether they can replace that. I'm not sure exactly what Daryl took. If he takes them instead of the heavy chain glaives, it reduces his attacks by half, but at least then he'll be wounding on 5s and 6s. I dig him to strength 9, but a T14 beast like that's going to be incredibly hard to kill. Which really only leaves him Angron. Angron is the answer to that Stompa. That means he's going to have to position extremely careful to try and see if he can get Angron in there. So he's got to make sure he doesn't touch any of those rectangles, and then position so that he can try and close in on him. If he can, he can get 8 attacks at strength 16. So if he wins that Stompa on 3s, I'm not saying he could pick it up because the odds of doing that are very unlikely, even with 8 attacks at D6 plus 2 damage each, by the way. So yeah, Angron hits hard. But, I mean, the thing has 30 wounds. It would be amazing if he could carve off 20, and then it'll evaporate. And then he's got more Kanat and Dry. So this is going to be a probably one-sided battle. But let's see what Daryl can learn and how this actually goes. Maybe he'll surprise us. Maybe he'll pull out something I'm not unaware of. And for those of you out in Wonderland out there, if you know World Eaters like the back of your hand, and if you can mention something I haven't, or if you think there's something in his list that I'm unaware of, that could deal with that Stompa, please let me know. But as it stands right now, it's pretty much Angron, and the problem with that is Angron has to get up super close to it, so it's gonna be tough.
Gonna ski the side.
Okay. So this is there. He'll be in this corner.
Yep, just sucking in, no problem. You know you got the movement, no problem. Just have them all in there, all easy peasy. Perfect. Yep.
Sorry, I also wanted to make sure I was on
Yeah, 100%.
objective.
All good.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Carl Dingus. He says world leaders have a +1 to wound on monsters and vehicles strat. Oh, that'll definitely help. Maybe getting those lacerators down to 4s would be a pretty big deal. And then welcome Machine. The Exalted 8-bound have a strength 14 chain fist, and that was the one thing I hadn't gone over. You're absolutely correct. So if those Exalted could close in, man, from where we are at, I can't tell which are the Exalted. So I'm going to go do a scouting mission. I'll be right back. Maybe I could tell you guys where the Exalted are.
Hey, bye. Good to see you. Talk to you after. Yeah.
Do I have line of sight with the Rhino to your...
So I'm a Stompa, so I'm a Titanic, so I'm on this objective. I'm here. So all you gotta do is just, let me just check. You might even be good where you're at.
Well, I was thinking the mech
The mech.
beside him.
Where?
The other blue.
Oh, the Gorkonaut.
Yeah,
Gorkanot, no, because of he's going through this orange template, this orange template, this orange
And
template.
they're
So currently
ruined,
he won't
so
have
it's-
enough lines, and he's
yeah.
not on any of the orange templates.
Okay.
So he's protected.
right.
This man, you can absolutely just chop
Move
slide
over
real
and-
smooth.
But then
take
he's
thing
got
out.
a shot back at him.
But then he'll shoot back at you. Yeah, so that's the trade-off. Yes. That's why the Gorkanot didn't go as adventurous out.
So Demon Prince Jackals. Mass execution?
Nope, he's
Regular 8-bound.
8-bound, the single 8-bound. He shot 2 of them off.
Okay, so that's the 8-bound.
Yep.
Obviously, that's Angron.
Yeah.
Berserker's in the Rhino.
Yep.
What are those over there?
8-bound, 8-bound.
And then you have a unit of Exalted somewhere?
Exalted are on the
There's
district.
Exalted, they're in Deep Strike, and
These are your Exalted.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Terminators are in Deep Strike.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. So now the question is, do the other two things get adventurous or not? I mean, they can't position in a way that I can't see them yet, but
All right, scouting mission complete. It's really cool. He actually got to represent his Exalted 8-bound. He used a unit of AOS Minotaur type guys that look substantially different and way more menacing and distinctly different. I like that because I got to tell you the difference between an 8-bound and Exalted 8-bound as a mini, a little disappointing. I would have loved the Exalted 8-bound to be their own kit and made just that extra bit more special. So I appreciate Daryl's choice of aesthetics. I actually dig the upgrade, so to speak. So anyway, they're in Deep Strike as well as the Terminator. So that's where everything is at currently right now.
But you've already shot with him for Overwatch.
oh yeah, no,
So
on
it's-
my turn for the
yeah.
Morkanot.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he will have some big guns to play.
Hey, Scary. Also, Angron could flip it. Yep, I mentioned that, but I don't know if he could do 30 wounds. I mean, could he do 30 wounds? Yeah, I mean, it's mathematically possible. To hit, wound, no armor save, like to go all through and then roll, huge. Yeah, I don't know if he could actually pick up the Stampa on averages. But hey, yeah, I mean, it's a possibility for sure. The machine, Angeron can suplex that Stampa like killed one on a charge before. Nice. So what the heck am I talking about? Well, we'll hopefully see that this game. But yeah, hopefully see that this game. But the down thing, he has to make it across all that table to get there. And Brandon is not going to cooperate. He's not going to allow him to just charge. So we'll see.
And I can't cleanse here because it's
Correct.
in my employment zone. I believe everything is there, so we'll get to the charge.
You want to shoot? They don't have any pew-pews?
They don't.
Okay.
The only thing it has pistols are the Jackals, the Berserkers, and then the Rhino itself.
Gotcha. Okay. Chargerino.
All right.
Sounds great.
So we'll see if we can get into.
Yeah, 100%.
Not with a double one.
Not a stake, guys. You do have a CP.
I am going to spend a CP.
Boom. Reroll.
Come on, guys. 6. I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, man.
That's enough?
You're good.
Okay.
Come on in. Hit that buggy.
Aha! I think I understand why everyone was saying that Angron could do it, because of course the strat. The strat would give him also +1 to wound on a 16, so it'll be wounding on 2. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, that's pretty good math. That's enough to skew that math to get that Stampa within the possibility of dying for sure. All right, well, thank you very much, everyone, for educating me and connecting those dots.
And +1 strength. Normal attacks, they have there's going to be 2 different profiles. So 2 of the guys have their
Thank you.
eviscerators. So that's 6 attacks on the charge, or 6 normal, and then 7 on the charge.
Spicy.
2, 4, 6, 7.
So this is the regular dude first?
These are the 2, yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, I just remember in the box.
So they hit on 3s.
Yeah, 3s. So you're hitting on 4s now because of -1 hit because of the smoke trails he's making.
Okay. And 4s. They don't have any special things with their weapons.
All right.
And then it's a strength 6.
What do you mean on 5s?
Okay. I saw it too. So just 1.
AP?
It is AP -2.
Cool. I'm on a 6 regardless.
Okay. And 2 damage.
Make 6. All right.
All right. And then the other guy has lacerators.
Yep.
So it's 4 on the normal, 5 on the charge.
Sounds good.
Again, 3, so it'll be 4s.
Got it.
That's good. 3 of them. And then it is, strength.
All right, let's talk quickly about threat assessment for 1 sec. Sending an Exalted into that buggy is not a good exchange. First off, he'll flip the buggy well enough, but unfortunately, those guys are just going to be out in the open at that point, looking at a Morkanaut and possibly a Stompa, depending on how many other things are revealed. Daryl also made choices real easy for the Orc player, in the sense that you'll notice the only pressure that's really being exerted is coming from the bottom of your screen. You got Angron in position, so he does have to be careful because Angron next turn can whip out and then try to get a charge in. So that's going to push back a little bit about the Orcs, but those Exalted are the only pressure. It makes things real easy to figure out and what to deal with. They're also isolated. So it's... yeah, he'll kill that buggy, or at least he should. It'd be terrible if he doesn't. But yeah, that's not a great exchange. Dave Patton says it's 83.3% chance with a +1 to wound. Oh, man, that sounds like amazing. Well, he has what? 8 attacks. 8 attacks hitting on 2s means he'll hit 7 times. At 16 with the strat, strength 16 with the strat. So 7 times, he'll wound 6 times. And then at neg 4, I think the thing is what? 2+ save? So 2s goes to 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. So save on 6s on 4. Average dice say he doesn't make any of those saves. So 6 of them will go 3. 6d6 is on averages 21 plus 6, 27 damage on average. I mean, he spikes a little bit, and he lifts the Stompa. But of course, it could go the other way around as well. It's definitely worth the exchange. I mean, if he gets a chance to charge that thing, 100% charge that thing. We welcome the Wolf HD Gaming to the chat, and let's go, Brandon. Indeed, let's go. It's his teammate. Of course, you're gonna cheer for him, Teresa. Let's go, Daryl. Exactly right, Teresa. Back up your man. Here's hoping Daryl can pull some magic out of this out of his hat.
Makes sense.
And we'll see what goes with that. Cool.
I would choose the wall.
Okay.
Because I feel you're not going to hang back till turn 3 to start throwing some stuff forward. I think you're going to go forward and try to hit the Gorgonaut, or at least my Stompa. So
okay.
I will wall.
All right.
Cool. That being said, I do a battle shock for the little Tonka truck. That is 5. He will be battle shocked. So no graduates for him.
Okay.
He also won't be falling back. All right. Grutz on farm. Hey, you farmy. Good job, Grutz. Not lazy Grutz today. All right. Drawing of secondaries. Should have done that in moon phase, but nonetheless. Random mission. Only get 1 because we still have kept overwhelming force. Secure no man's land. Cool. Secure no man's land. So, just you control 1 objective marker in no man's land. You control 2 or more objective markers in no man's land. Yeah, I already do that. So cool, I'll keep that. Do I bin overwhelming force? No, because Angron's on an objective, and I'll be able to see him this turn. So I will keep it. All right, on to movements. He's gonna stay because no choice. Does partly block my Gorkonaut's movement, but that's fine. He's just gonna move up. Assuming inevitably you kill it and want to pile, he'll just go, hey. We've screened out the back lines. Nothing else here is moving. There's zero incentive for that to move. The Gorkanaut is going to... Doesn't really need to move. It's just going to use 2 inches of his movement to rotate. And then space is going to come here. Not touching that. He can move on there afterwards. And then his little boy... There's nothing for it to shoot, so the mech's going to stay inside. He might as well come out. He'll jump backwards, tap him on the butt, +1 hit.
Okay.
Then the big Stompa. There's a bunch of Berserkers coming out of there, but realistically, I just come here, touch this, shoot Angron. That's kind of what we have to do. Just come here, tap on this, and then we're going to just bang bang at Angron. Okay. That's my movement. Would you like to spend a CP to rapid ingress? Actually, sorry, before you decide that, I will put these jetpack boys down because 9 inches and 9 inches and 9 inches is a thing.
Yeah.
So this angle, you don't have anything to drop in. So I'm going to put my boys there. You don't have to worry about counting that.
Okay.
You can come at the boys. I'm giving up easy tactics, but yeah, you can come kill these. You can come to kill these guys if you like. Are they right against the wall? Yes, they are. Beautiful. So back 9. You can come get these boys if you'd like, but if you want ingress, you can ingress on your side of the table.
I will not ingress this turn.
Fair enough. Okay, so then going on to the shooting. My boy, shoot here. He's engaged combat. He's a vehicle. He doesn't retire.
So it's -1 because he's in combat, but he gets +1 for the wall, or no?
Just -1.
Okay. Okay.
So Ork hitting on 6s.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hit on 6s. We'll see if we can do anything. Would you believe 1 whole 6, but it's sustained, so brings 2 in. Twice wounding at -1.
Okay.
Let me get these all out of your way for you. Cool.
Again, they're 3s but 4s now.
Hey, you're
Save
good.
both?
No problems at all. Grab pistol. No.
Okay.
Other guy. No. Cool. Good story. Nothing else is going to shoot in that because it's engaged. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that vehicle popping. Gorkanaut has nothing line of sight on. It's just a Stompa. Stompa's going to put its payload into Angry Ron.
Okay.
Any strats you want to pop with this?
Yeah, I believe. How many points do I have?
I got 3 CP in the bank.
Okay. Okay, let's do 2 to -1 from the damage characteristic.
Minus how much is that characteristic?
Sorry?
How much is it minus?
-1.
Ah, pretty good. Neat.
And
All right, for those of you kind of new to the game, Titanic models. Titanic models interact with area terrain in a special kind of way. So the Stompa, as soon as he puts his toe on that little rectangle with that crate ruin that is there, he can just see right through it, transparent. Now, this is heartbreaking. This is just a small positional mistake on Daryl's part. He really should have had him sideways almost so that it would make it much, much harder for him to cut an angle. He must be just seeing the tip of the wing. And in 40K, folks, that's enough to draw a line of sight. Too bad. He really needed Angron in this fight. He's going to die, that's fine, but not die like this. Not like this.
Mech heals the boy D3
okay.
before shooting, so D3. Healing him 3, so he's clean. Ow. Cool. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled program. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. Cool. So we hit successfully with 5, +1 sustain, so blows back in 6.
Okay.
The strength of these is 14. Toughness of Angron.
Angron is 11.
Okay, so normally moving on 3s, so then moving on 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 all at -3 with 0 cover.
So 5 at -3.
Yep, so I'll assume on a Zimbal.
Yeah. So he's got 4.
Yep, 5 4-ups. Easy peasy, you can do it all day long in your sleep.
Yeah. See, look at that.
Or maybe not. Okay. What is that, 5?
That was 5.
Okay. These are all D6 +1, so D6 -1, so just D6 flat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, before we do that though, you had, it should be, yeah, whatever there is, yeah, because it was +1 for me and -1.
You got it.
Yeah, okay. So it was 18?
18 Philippines.
Okay. 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16?
18.
18. All right, 6s. Well, that's not bad, but
How much wounds is the boy?
that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I believe that's him to the point. 16 wounds. He does blow.
Does he explode?
Nope.
No, he implodes. It's fine. Back to the word. I'm sure we rolled twice triple 6s, so I'm sure you're gonna get it in battle round 3.
All right.
Alrighty, do I take damage? I do not. Okay. That will score points for overwhelming force,
Okay.
because he was on the objective. Destroy one enemy objective. Boom. That's all my shooting. Charges, you boys are against the wall, so I could charge them there. But I kind of want to hold the middle. Or do I just go for the clean sweep? They're literally right against the wall. I'll attempt the charge. See if I can clean them out. But then I give up secure no man's land.
And
I get small.
yeah, and the mission, the main one too.
Yeah, on next turn, for sure.
Wolf HD Gaming calling it. He's coming back immediately. Here is hoping. I just, God, man. This is already a tough battle for World Eaters, just because this army skews into armor so heavily. Without Angron, Daryl is in a world of pain. So I hope he comes back immediately. It'd make things very, very interesting. Dropping line 9 inches away and just charging in. That would just be fantastic.
You gain a CP.
And we will.
Yep,
So
random
I
right
did
top.
both of them.
Boom, extend, and bring it down. Not bad. So extend, hold your home, and one in the no man's, which you already have, which is great.
Okay.
See, I could have denied 3 points. I didn't
There
do
you
it.
go.
And then bring it down, obviously. I offer a lot of targets for that, but cool.
Okay, so so the things that would bring her to benefit from bring it down would be just the walkers, right?
My vehicles also give them up, so the little tiny buggies give up stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
They'll give up the small number, the 2,
Yeah.
but yes.
Okay.
But they are still targets, and they are still points.
All right. Again, I'll have to do a battle shock for this gentleman, or do I have to do it every turn that he's? Yeah. Okay. Nope. He's still battle shocked. Okay, I'm gonna try to go against. Move my jackals out towards them.
Sure. Oh Lord, they are coming.
At the wall. Okay. I will move him onto the objective.
Demon Princey.
Demon Prince normally is 8. Cannot go through walls because he's not infantry. He is also considered a monster, also. So you know.
Sounds good. So he's got to go around. He's got to find the hard times. He may have more
I'm going to advance him.
Yeah, absolutely. You can advance charge, so.
Well, I didn't take it this turn.
Oh, okay. So no advance charge. Gotcha. No worries. I keep forgetting that's on a whenever you pick.
12. Yeah. Sorry, he was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to put him here.
Sounds good.
Berserkers.
They are inside the rhino.
Okay, so I'm going to disembark them.
Sure.
And move forward. So it's 3 to disembark and then the normal movement.
Drop out wholly within 3.
Okay.
And then you move their
6,
movement.
7, 8, 9.
And that way you can still charge.
All right. Not further than that. All right, and then the rhino will move. Let's see if we can do some little damage. Sure. They're gonna stay there. He's there. They're there. All right, so that's the movement.
Would you like to put anything on the table from your reserves or from your deep strike? Now you feel free to check all my spots. You still have one more turn.
Yeah. I think you're pretty covered except for over here.
Yeah. So this gap will be the only one that's kind of got some interesting angles. So from front of truck is here.
Okay.
And then from front of him is here.
So
Which means nothing will fit here because there's grass here. Yeah. Zones at this area, so you can come in somewhere around here if you would like. Actually,
yeah,
they're gonna have to come. They're gonna have to come behind the wall.
Yeah.
But up to you. Full discrepancy. All this stuff that's on the back line is not moving now because of that threat.
Yeah. All right. So let's put the he's Titanic, right? So he can see.
Correct.
Unless I put him back
Correct.
here.
Then they can't see them there.
I'm hoping he holds back those Terminators and just keeps them in his back pocket. Those are his Exalted 8-bound, folks. Those Minotaur-like things. And they could do some damage. I would have liked it to be more of a clear path. If he keeps them off table, hopefully he'll just start measuring and then change his mind. He keeps them off table. Once the Exalted at the bottom of your screen, those little white guys right there, lift up that truck. That'll open up a bit more of a gap. They can then maybe consolidate. They'll pile. No, they're already based, so they can't pile. Yeah, he's just in a tough spot. I'm not sure what the Berserks are going to actually do against that Stampa. The Stampa, for those who don't know, has an OC of 12. Yes, that's right. OC of 12. It's going to be tough shifting that thing for sure. If he had Angry Ron, it's so too bad he died. When does he roll for bringing Angry Ron back? Is it at the end of his movement phase? I got to double check. But if one of you know, I'd love to know myself.
Nice. And then they just have regular bolts. Let's see the rest of them. So
Hey, chip damage is chip damage.
4, 6, 8. They have 3 to hit. Nice.
You lethal hits on this turn, right?
Sorry?
You have lethals this turn, right?
Lethal sister.
Chip 6s? 6s are lethals, right?
For
Oh, it's
melee
just,
combat.
Oh, it's just melee.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
And then strength 4, so definitely
Sixes.
6s.
You got it.
Nothing.
Alright, fair enough.
So that's that. We'll fire
Thing
the
that
rhino.
actually I'm more terrified from.
So rhino.
Yep.
Sorry, I have to bring up the profile for this one.
All good.
That's one auto. 2 misses. Fuck me.
Okay, so the rhino, it has. We'll do the Havoc launcher first. So
Sounds
it's D6 shots.
You got it.
5.
Nice. Respectable number.
And 3's the hit.
You got it. Oh, that's
All
looking
hit.
good. That's looking good.
And then strength 5, so it'll still be 6s.
You got it. Wait, the Havoc Launcher is only strength 5? Oh, the Havoc Launcher.
Havoc launcher.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so 6s, so there was nothing.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you were thinking it was the
Hunter Killer.
Killer.
Yeah. So like that, there's no way that's good fun.
And then, I believe we're out of 12, aren't we?
We got a nice little 12 roller. Yeah, we'll be out of 12 there.
Yeah, okay. So, just the combi bolters. There's 2 of them, so 4 shots. 3s, 2 hits, and then 6s.
You got it.
Nothing. All right. So that's that.
Hunter Killer?
No hunter killer. They don't have the option to do a hunter
Okay,
killer.
fair enough.
I will go with auto pistols into these guys.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
So that is 10. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And hit on 4s.
Alrighty. Not too bad.
So these shots have a decent chance of actually messing up his charge and making it a little bit longer. We'll find out in the next little bit, I guess, as he starts potentially picking up Storm Boys. Yeah, the rolling for whether Angro was going to come back happens at the beginning of the round. And unfortunately, he didn't roll 666s. That would have been super, super good, but Angry Ron still banished to the Chaos Realm. So that wasn't too bad. It does, distances have not changed barely at all. So they're good. Hopefully he'll complete that charge and start jamming in. I mean, it's not like Jackals are a massive threat in hand-to-hand combat, and them being there. But I mean, it's extra movement, puts him in position to basically threaten that objective. It forces Brent to have to spend some bullets to deal with them, and they're cheap, right? So, not a bad move.
Pull this man.
All right. Okay. So let's see if we can do a charge from the Jackals into them.
What do we got?
3.
No. I think your best bet to save it for that Berserker Squad.
Yeah, I'll save the Berserker.
Berserker Squad?
Berserker Squad into the Stompa. 9.
Oh, you're in all day long.
So sequencing helps. Always resolve your most important charge to see whether you need to use a reroll. So if, let's assume in some other distant timeline, those Berserkers I rolled a 9, him moving then to the Jackals, he could have then, okay, now that I know that my Berserkers are in, I could spend a reroll here because my most important charge made it in. Now we're looking at the Exalted 8-bound. I am not sure that is even... It's got to be at least 10, if not more, inches to get into combat.
Let me just move this for you. Oh, they're hiding inside. Just pull the thing away. You want them just base to base?
Yeah, just base.
So,
Oh,
all right.
cool. So those are just 8-bound that made it in. Nice. Yeah, they're tucked in that corner.
Let's see if the Demon Prince can get in. It's a long shot, but we'll see.
Well,
Oh, you know what? I ran, so I can't.
Ah, gotcha. Cool.
All right, so we will get into...
Yeah, you'll be fighting all
Combat.
this here first, then I'll fight here.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
All right, so I have to fight with these guys because they have fight first,
Sure.
just from the...
Absolutely. So remember, anything that is based can't move once they're based.
Yeah.
Everything else can slide around.
Okay.
All right, so why do Berserkers fight first? Because that's what mode does. The Master of Executions doesn't give lethals. It gives strike first to the unit that it joins. Such an incredible ability. I love strike first in my Death Guard. Absolutely wicked that they have it in World Eaters as well.
So he has... he's got 5 on the 5 normal, 6 on the charge,
Yep.
and then the... I believe the... sorry.
No worries.
The glaive gives him 1 more attack.
Sure. Sounds great. Hitting on 2s or 3s, I'm assuming?
2s.
Nice.
Let me make sure.
End of the day, it's always something. You're not waiting, not doing it.
Yeah, 2s.
Nice.
He's got devastating wounds, precision. It's not part of the group, and then we have lethal
Sure.
on there.
So, hitting on 2s. Boom. So 1 straight through for the lethal. Boom.
Okay.
And then those ones. Strength of the weapon.
Strength of 7 normally, 8 on the charge.
So wounding on 5s.
Okay. And so that's a devastating wound.
Yeah. And then 2
And
6s.
1 more. Yeah.
Cool. How much is the dev wound?
The dev is 2.
Okay, so
Each one is
2
2.
on the boy so far. I can't deny that. He doesn't have a feel of pain. And then 2 saves. Neg. AP.
Oh, sorry, -2.
Sure. I'm assuming these are all 2 damage pieces.
Okay. Yes, all 2.
Cool. Sounds good. Put the wounds on. And then assume the
Okay.
rest of the squad.
So then the Berserkers, there's 2 of them that have big weapons.
Yep.
The Eviscerators. Normally they're 3 base, 4 on the charge. They have weapon skill of 3.
Yep. Hitting on 3s. Nice. 3 lethals. Great job. Put those aside. Boom.
And then
Strength.
strength of 9.
Wounding on 5s.
Okay. 1.
So 1.
So 4 in
of
total.
4. Sure. AP.
AP of -2.
Okay. Okay. We fail 1.
It's 2 damage. And then the last will be...
And this is the rest, I assume?
This is the rest, yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
So normally they have 4 on the 4 normal.
And then +1 on the charge.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's going to be 8. And then I'll put the extra attacks in. So there'll be 8 more attacks.
Yeah, no worries. All good.
Okay.
There's a lot of chess 6 dice, no worries. What are they hitting on?
They are hitting on 3s.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so we have 2 lethal.
Okay.
I hit that, but I don't know what it was.
No worries, we'll keep it hit. All good. I'll pull the lethals from you out of your way for you.
Okay.
And do you have enough for the 8 there? Nice, another lethal.
1 more lethal. And 2 more misses.
And then the whole lot there.
Okay. So it's strength 6 on the charge.
Cool. Winning me on 6s.
Okay. So there are 2, 4, 5, and then
8 total?
in total.
Sounds good. AP?
It is AP minus 1, 1 damage.
Sounds good. Well, I really want to help out today, it seems like. I'll fail 3, so take 3 more damage.
Okay.
Not bad, Berserkers. I think I just did 7 damage to that Stompa. I think total in the end, that's 7 damage. That is well done. All right, so that brings that Stompa, assuming I'm correct, to 23 health left. All right, let's see what those Exalted do.
So we'll go with the regular guys. So 6 normal. And then 1 more on the charge. That was 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep. And 3s.
That's good.
Lethal. Lethal.
Nice. Pull this for you. Boop, boop, boop.
And then strength of 6. So
Winning on
6.
6s.
Nothing.
Okay.
So minus 2 AP on those 3.
Sounds good. We'll fail 2.
And it's 2 damage each.
Sure. Okay.
And then the lacerators on the champion for 5 with the charge. Hitting on 3s. All hit, no bonuses.
Good.
And strength of 9, 10 on the charge.
So winning on 5s.
3 of them. Or, sorry, 2 of them.
Yep.
Minus 2.
That's good. Make one, fail one.
Okay, 3 damage on them.
Sure.
All right, that's good.
Wasn't bad at all, for sure. So he's taken 17 out of 30.
Oh, okay.
So he did a pretty decent amount of damage.
Good.
Absolutely.
Woo! That was awesome. Well done, Daryl. 17 points. Now, those units are all dead. But 17 damage? Hot dang. Now, it's just a matter of seeing if he could bring that behemoth down. He's still got a pocket of Exalted for his next activation when he comes back to him. Bran is definitely going to be doing something about all those Zerks. Oh, it would have been so good if Angron was just on the table. That's what would have been good. I would have loved to have seen it, but alas, such is not the case. All right, so 17 damage to that Stompa. Those lethals just punching up like bosses. That was awesome.
Damage?
2 damage.
2 damage.
And
He's
then
still
the
alive?
champion. 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s now.
You got it. 2
2
lethal.
lethals and 1 regular. Yeah. And this is strength 9.
Wounding me on 3s.
Oh.
But 2. 2 should get him. He's got
Yep.
1 wound left. We'll see what happens.
Minus 2.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I spent a CP to keep that alive. Maybe
That's 3 damage.
Do you want to keep a CP, keep him alive? 50-50? It's not 50-50.
50-50.
Don't care about the CP. Yeah, sure. What else am I going to spend it for? Stays alive.
That stops me from bringing it down.
Yep, it does indeed.
All right. So that's that.
So then, yep, my turn to attack back.
Okay.
So the Stompa. Stompa's going to do the sweep. So it's 19 attacks.
Okay.
I'm going to put it all into your Berserker squad.
Okay, give me 1 second
Yep,
here.
absolutely.
You have 19 attacks.
19 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 10, -2, 3 damage apiece.
They did their job. I won't do any strategy.
Cool. I'm going to choose sustain hits.
Actually, you know what? Oh, I've already fought, so I can't do fight on death. So go ahead.
Good, decent amount of ones for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Hurt. Strength 10, your toughest.
Toughness on regular guys
The Berserkers,
are 4.
Yep. What do you have?
So to unlock those exploding hits, he had to basically push the big red button, so to speak. That's a kind of an army for the dread. An army. The rules for the dread mob. If he picked it, which he did, they now will have to test for overheating. So he could take more mortals here.
You have a 3.
Yep. So going to 5s.
5s and 14.
14 5-ups.
8, 12, 14. All right. So again, 5s.
Uh-oh.
2. And then
these are all
damage.
3 damage apiece.
Okay.
Then you kept the 6 of Fin for this round?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we're resolving one at a time, I guess. We just put the pool aside because it'll be 3 wounds per dude.
Yeah.
How many wounds are they? 2 Ps, I assume, right?
2 each.
Yeah, cool. So the first one,
Okay. So the first one, with 6s, nothing.
the mirror is 3 damage apiece. So
Oh,
just roll
3
3 dice every time you pick one.
Okay.
That's all good, though.
Yeah. And then the next one. No, 2 dead.
Yep.
3 dead. 4. 5. Let's try switching these dice out.
Fair enough.
6. 7. 8. Corn really wants that blood.
He definitely does.
9. 10. So that's the squad. And now it's in.
As the squad gets lifted or eviscerated, he's still got the Exalted in there. It is going to be Brandon's top around 3. Unfortunately for Daryl, he will not take that center objective from Brandon, which means Brandon is going to score that primary again. The buggy down at the bottom of your screen did not get lifted. He chose to re-roll, and he made the save to save the buggy, denying him Daryl's secondary as well. So scoring is going to be really, really quite rough for Daryl this round. The highlight definitely is 17 points of damage to that stomp in the center. But it's not just about damaging, it is about scoring. And currently right now, we'll update the score, guys. But it's looking currently right now 24-17, but it's going to be more than that as soon as Brandon adds his primary score to his total. Here, let's just update it right now. Update. Bring up the score. Oh, There it is. And let's get back to the game.
All right. So we have. I think we're going to keep up the
Feel the pain?
Feel the Pain.
Yep. Do you want to do lethals again for melee, or?
Yeah, I just need any triple, so yeah, I'll do that.
Sure.
So we'll do the same thing. So lethal and
Sounds good. So random missions, we get engage on all fronts and area denial. Cool. Scoring of secondaries. I will hold 2 in no man's land. So linchpin. Actually, I should have scored on my other turn, but I'll do that in a second. Cool. I control the objective marker from the deployment zone, and I controlled 2. Boom. 13. Go back to round 1 because I forgot this. Round 2 because I forgot to score it. My objective marker and 2. Cool. Cool. Fixed and copacetic. All right. So then, battle shock tests on my buggy.
okay.
Buggy's good. Then nothing else needs battle shock. We gotta get you in front, and area denial. So on to movement. Grotz, does Grotz farm me a CP?
I saw
it's
it.
okay. Grotz are lazy today. It's fine. They've been working hard. It's all good. It's all good. So then we go to movement. I can walk over this. It doesn't really matter too much, but he really doesn't care. He's got a line of sight to them because he can shoot. They're not combat. It does kind of suck that he's in the way, but I can just walk over this. It's fine. It's not a matter. Yeah, he can hang tight. There's no real need for him to come forward. Again, the buggy doesn't really need to come forward. There's no real need to come forward.
Teresa, does Daryl get to roll for Angron again? Yes, he gets to fish for it every single round. Hopefully we'll see Angron hit the table soon. He definitely, the army definitely needs him right now.
Unleash a Overwatch if you would like, because they need to be on this side of the table in order to do so. So would you like to Overwatch? That's my entire movie. Would you like to Overwatch?
It's going to be at the end of your turn, right? When you score it?
End of my turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. Who do I Overwatch with, though? Let's Overwatch with the Rhino.
Sure. Sounds good.
So that's 1. All right, so D6 for the rocket launcher.
3.
3.
Looking for all 6s.
And I believe 3s.
Well, 6 is for Overwatch, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, 6s. Nothing? So then we have, I don't believe I'm within 12. No. So 4 shots.
Overturn. Woo. They're fine.
Yeah.
All right, if we're going to dissect this a little bit, spending CP to Overwatch with the Rhino, not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea to then measure after and find out, oh, that's out. You definitely want all that information before overwatching, before spending that CP and rolling dice and committing to the move. It's, you know what? It's, again, he's relatively new to the game, so he's fixated on trying to kill, not understanding the value that he's giving up, in essence, to perform an action that is going to have negligible impact. But there you go, right? I mean, the advantage, one of the big advantages of doing this type of streaming, Daryl, is I hope you watch this, and I hope you look at your positioning on the board and some of the decision points, and I hope you take away a lot from this. Yeah, there you go.
Hell fucking teenager. Yeah, the cracked out all patriotism.
but you'll be able to see me.
Correct.
Be able to see me.
Because since I'm towing on this, I can measure from my base or my down and go this way.
Oh, if I'm here, will you be able to see me? Because it's behind. You said these are ruins, right?
Correct. So what happens is I can measure any part of my model from any part of my base. I'm towing onto this, therefore he can now see over this. Now
Okay.
I just measure from here, and I can make a line of sight past there. So as long as you're in a certain angle, then
Yeah.
minimum. Yeah.
So this is from the city of Nevada here.
Just a couple of end of movement
How
triggers.
far
Just this
here?
guy here. Heals
Yeah.
D3. I'll show you anyway. Heals 1.
So I could technically come in the.
Teresa asks a very important question. She asks, what is the primary? The primary is the primary way of scoring in the game, shorthanded to just simply primary. And primary are those circles you see on the table. Those neoprene circles with those graphics on there, those are primary. And that's what every army plays for. It is the, if you want to call it, the nets that you put the ball in. And every time you stand in those circles, you score a goal. And you keep scoring while you're controlling that area. How do you control that area? Good question. It's controlled by basically referred to objective control, OC for short. And every model in the game of 40K has an OC value, and the person with the greatest OC value controls the circle. Currently, the big giant blueberry in the center of your screen has an OC at 12. For Daryl to do something about it, he would have to put an OC of 13 on the board. But it's not even as simple as that. He would then have to survive the impact of that giant blueberry swinging. That's going to cut down Daryl's OC. So it is that center objective is pretty much Deemer's, or I should say Brandon's, the Orc player, his, until that big giant thing falls. It is hard to score primary because you can only score it at the beginning of your turn, which means if you move onto it, you have to survive. And right now, that Stompa is doing everything. He's claiming, basically he's forming a triangle. Teresa, that's what you always want to do. You want to form triangles. So if you look at the top of your screen, there's a circle there. And at the bottom left of your screen, there's another circle just poking out of the building. And now Brandon also controls the center circle. That forms, if you draw lines, a nice little triangle. That triangle is exactly what you need to keep on constantly score 1, score 2, score more. And you get more and more points cumulatively every single round. And yeah, the score is really starting to show that right now. I'll put it right back on the screen for everyone to see. We are in the third round, and there is currently a 23-point difference. Sorry, 33-point difference. 33-point difference in score. That is still within striking distance. Still plenty of game to get back. But now you also got to take into consideration what resources are on the table to be able to claw back. And that's where Daryl's in a bit of a bind. Those early decisions, those positioning mistakes are now echoing through the rounds and making the game harder and harder for him to do so. So we'll see what happens. The game is far from over, but here's hoping we see a comeback.
T for those jackals. T3, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they're not very tough. Just regular guys. 3. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good to me. Winning on 2s. Dropping 2 for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that will be 10 at... Yeah, 10, neg 1, no cover.
Okay. So they have T-shirt saves, but because the Demon Prince is here, they get
6 involved.
6 involved.
Yep. So many dice. Okay, have at it.
2 of them save.
Nice.
And how much damage?
Just one apiece.
Okay, so they will have, because they already have a feel no pain at 6, they'll have 5s this turn.
Nice.
Nice. So 4.
4 dead. Sounds good. Then the rocket launcher. So that is 6 shots, or it's blast. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because he had 10 in the beginning, right?
Yes.
Cool. Well, if you just want to roll like that today, that's fine. No worries. 1 at Nick 2, so no saves. Just your 6 up involved.
Okay.
1 6 up.
No. And
Flat 3 damage.
3. 5s. No, that's going to kill 1.
Sounds good. And then the last thing that can reach is the twin big shooter. Hitting twice. Wounding once. No AP for this one.
Okay, 6 is either way. Nope.
Just 1 damage.
1. So we are at 5s.
Nice.
There we go.
Perfect. Roll 3 profiles. Just 0 damage to him. Nice. Cool. That's him. We're going to go on to the buggy.
Okay.
So, obviously, minus 1 hit on 6s. Hooray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cool. Hacha. 2 6s. They explode. T6, those guys.
Yeah, T6.
Then we do a net 0 of 0 damage to you. Grab Blaster. Hits. Does not wound. And then the big shooter. Nope. Cool. There. Thinky shots. Next, the only thing... Well, I might as well choose those sluggers. So they're going to shoot their pistols into those jackals. I mean, hit twice. They're marksmen. They're marksmen, you see. 1 wound. No whippy.
6s.
Hey, they fear no little diamond, tiny Dakapire. Now the big champ. So I'll choose sustain hits. I'm not going to reroll everything. It's not. I don't have enough targets to really do anything with this. So the Scorcher is going to go into the boys beside him. The small arms Daka and the other small Dakapire are going to be into those guys. And then everything that's blast, we're going to send the rockets at him. Both sets of rockets.
Okay.
Actually, I can't. Yep. I'm rolling everything. No worries. All good. Actually, I can't target him because I'm not on there. I don't see you because of the line of sight. 'Cause I can't actually draw a line of sight. Actually, I might just have to put into the argument I can't even hit the jackals anymore. So that's fine. So it's gonna have to be your Land Raider, or not Land Raider, Rhino. So both rockets into the Rhino,
Okay.
and then the Scorcher and the Gatling gun into the guys at base 2.
Okay.
So 3 6 shots from the big cannon.
Okay.
5 6 7 8 9.
And that's into the Rhino.
Rhino.
Okay.
Okay, hitting on 4s with sustained hits, so 2 blow back in. This is strength 14.
Toughness 6. 2s.
T6, right?
T6.
Oh, okay, yep,
Yeah.
2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 at -3. It would be no cover.
So on the Rhino. Or sorry, our Rhino's, it was toughness 9. So those 2s wouldn't hit.
Sure, so the 3.
I was thinking it was the...
Yeah, all good, no worries.
So they normally have a save of 3.
So -3 puts you to 6s. Nice.
So 1 goes through.
1. I'm going to re-roll that. 1 to 1. Always the main distance. 1 damage.
So he's got a feel no pain of 6.
Sure.
No.
Okay, put the 1 damage in. And then we got D6 other rocket shots. 4. Well, Stomper, you disappoint. Alright. Scorcha. How many Scorcha shots into the boys in the below? 5. Scorchas. 4 at Niguan, no cover. Into the Exalted.
Into the Exalted?
You got it.
Or into the regular bomb. So they usually have a 3. So it's
Up to 4.
okay. You said on 4s?
Yep.
Okay. So only 1 saved.
Just 1 damage.
And they have a 6 feel no pain. No, all 3 of them. So 1 of them is dead.
No problem. Good. The Gatler. Pretty terrible. Four. Big one.
So 4s again.
So many dice.
Roll that one.
Sure.
So missed 1.
These are all 1 damage apiece again.
Okay.
Or sorry, 2 damage apiece from
2.
the Super Gatlas.
So 6s. Saved 1. So 1 damage.
Cool. Or save 1, right? Okay,
Yeah.
feel the pains. That's right. Cool.
2 left.
Good. T6. 3. No AP.
So 3s. Saved 1.
Nice. And then last gun. 1. No AP again.
3. Saved.
Cool. We're good. Alrighty. That's all his shooting. Looks like I'm done shooting. Charges to declare. Just gotta double check his roll. 2 seconds. Yeah, cool. Yep. I have no charges.
Okay.
So then, yep. Let's go to Combat Wombat.
right.
You start.
Me.
Or their pick, and then I'll pick.
Okay. So I'll do the 1 regular guy in the to the
Absolute.
yeah.
This turn didn't go that bad for Brandon. I mean, it was not. I think he could have pressed harder. I would have loved to have him to have retreated with that buggy on the bottom of your screen there, so that Morkanaut would have just lit up those Exalted and called them done and dusted. I'm not 100% certain why he didn't retreat out of there, but there it is. The ideal maybe would have been to try and screen out those Exalted 8-bound. Those are those red Minotaur-like guys at the bottom of your screen on that objective. Basically snuggle that vehicle close to the wall so that they can't get through the wall, and then have that Morkanaut just blast away at those 8 bound, not exalted 8 bound, the little white ones you see at the bottom of your screen, those 8 bound, and then just punch them into the ground if need be. Just position, make sure those guys are dead. As it stands now somehow they're still alive, and they should have just died that turn, 100%. Speaking of 8 bound, those 8 bound are still hanging out with the giant blueberry in the center of the board, but I don't suspect that'll be for very much longer. Once this turn is done, I am going to guess those exalted, which are the guys, those Minotaur guys at the bottom of your screen again, are going to Kool-Aid Man through that wall and then meet the blueberry in the center and hopefully do some damage. Now it looks like there's also a unit of 10 Terminators that have been deployed on Brandon's turn. So they'll have an opportunity to potentially... why did he deploy them there? I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, he could have deployed them a little bit more aggressive. But didn't want to get shot up. That's fair. That's fair. So anyway, those Terminators you see there, which are those gray guys close to the center to your right, will hopefully move and then make a mighty charge toward that Stompa. I am actually quite certain that between the Exalted 8-bound and those Terminators, if they make it in, that should be enough to put the Stompa in the ground. But will there be enough army after that for it to matter? That is the big question. And the other big question is scoring. Right now, the score is just running away for the Orks.
Area denial for the 5. And then we pass turn to you. So I gain 1, you gain 1.
Furries, I don't care for furries. They're going to come back.
Okay. Did I have... I still have bring it down, right?
Yep. And then for Linchpin, you will score objective in your deployment zone and other objective control. And then I forgot to do it on round 2 as well, because you did have a unit on that side as well. So you would have had control and 1. Boom. All right. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Bring it
thank
down.
you.
So they'll clear the card, you
Yeah.
draw another one. Yeah, sorry about that. So that will score on my turn. So what we'll do is we'll just go like this so we can get this cleared. The buggy, cool. And that way we can draw you 2 cards. Cool.
Good.
Beautiful. We fixed it. Random missions?
1. Recover assets and no prisoners.
Okay.
So no
recover-
prisoners, just destroying.
Yeah, just kill things. Recover assets is the one that completes on, I believe, at the end of my turn.
In your shooting phase, 2 or more units from your army.
No. Yes, end of opponent's next turn. So they have to be recovering assets and to live, which you could do easily.
But they're going to be doing an action, right?
Correct. So no shooting, no attacking, yada yada. So I mean, was it?
I think the goal for Daryl this turn is to pick up that Stompa. I'm not gonna say it's on its last legs. Pick those lethal hits that he chose before. Maybe spend even more CP to get +1 to wound, using one of his strats, and just dump as many attacks to score no prisoners as well. Just pick up that stupid thing. Now, if he picks it up, assuming that it does happen, will he hold that center objective for very long? Well, Terminators are not nothing. That is not nothing. Currently, right now, the Orc player only has 1 CP, so he cannot interrupt. He will be able to activate with both those units. That should bring down the Stompa if it makes it all in. And then 10 Terminators can hang for quite a while, and then hopefully he gets to bring back Angron. Come on, buddy. Make it out of that warp.
Beautiful. Okay. Battleshock done.
Okay.
Actually, you owe Battleshock for the Jackals, I think?
No, they were at 10. So they're at 5
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
gotcha.
So they're still
Beautiful.
over half.
All good. Beautiful. Alrighty.
Okay. So
movement to the movement.
So the Rhino moves 12. Let's see if we can do some or tank shocks.
Just to be clear, no angry run.
Oh, no, it didn't happen on that turn. Yeah, so it happened on the first 2 times I rolled, but the third time it didn't.
Yeah, about round 4 he might come back.
He's going to move in.
Yep, just a set of ones. Sounds good.
Wow.
So now all up to whether you think these guys are worth getting points. Because I assume your Terminators are going to try to move in and charge the Stomp and get rid of it.
They're going to try, but they don't move as fast as the other
Ooh,
guys.
it took my eye off the screen for a moment as I was just checking on some stuff. Why is that Rhino there? No. Okay, so normally putting a vehicle in position to charge is a great thing, right? Just to try and tag that enemy unit so that it can't overwatch. But now that thing is jamming up the corridor. I do not like that move. I do not like that move. Hopefully he realizes this and moves that Rhino back. Because what is the Rhino doing? I'm assuming what he wants to do is tank shock, which is great. Opportunity to just stick more mortals in. But I just truly hope it doesn't screw up his charge with his Terminators.
Wow.
Which is why, like, point-wise, these guys are good here because the Stompas, if
Yeah.
you engage these here, I mean, if they make the 10,
Yeah.
then he's distracted. But he's also not going to come here and sacrifice himself to the Terminators. So, I mean, good odds are they're going to get that objective. These guys will run and charge somewhere, for sure.
It's just a matter of they really don't have anything shooting-wise that would take out a Stompa.
Not on average. But stranger things have happened. Angry Ron comes back in about round 4. It'll be an interesting time to party, that's for sure.
So I don't think I want to move the Terminators into the
Open, yeah.
open. So I'm just going to move them up to the wall.
Yep, understood. They're all there, no worries.
Now it's a matter of
There are moments in the game, folks, where you're going to need to take risks. When you're behind the 8-ball, that needs to be a thing that needs to happen. If he could have squeezed out any extra inches and it would have maybe brought him outside into the open, then he needed to do that. Those Terminators need to charge that Stompa. The Exalted 8-bound, the ones you see at the bottom of your screen, are not going to do that by themselves, at least not reliably. The goal has to be, it's on its last legs. It might have been repaired, I believe, up to 3 points. That would still mean, at bare minimum, it would have taken 14 points of damage. That's if he healed 3. If he didn't, he's still on lots and lots of damage. So now's the time. Now is definitely the time to try and close in on and knocking out that thing.
That's anti-infantry. This is more anti-vehicle monster.
okay.
They both have like a crack ton of guns.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically, this has like 20 upwards of 30 shots of minigun, which definitely could get through from its laws of averages.
Yeah.
This only has like set of 3, D6 plus 3, and then like a couple of like a Scorcha and a couple of smaller guns. But
Okay, and then the other walker in the back there.
2 rocket launchers, but it's more of a melee piece, and if it gets into you in combat, you immediately take a battle shock.
Okay. All right. So then I'll try here. I'll just move a little up that
Yeah,
way.
100%. I have no Overwatch.
Yeah.
You can even get outside of 1 if you want. You have more than enough movement. Do you want to be outside of 1 so you can
Sure.
feel the charge?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll go shooting.
Yep.
So again, we'll shoot into with my rhino.
100%.
So the D6 shots with the cannon. 3. And the blast only works on like multiple mobs.
Correct,
right?
yes. You need minimum of 5.
All right, so hit on 3. 2 of them. And then strength of 5.
Winning on 6s.
Nothing.
Okay.
I am within half, so I'll get 8 shots now with the bolters. 2, 4, 6, 8. Again, hitting on 3s. Oh, rapid fire. Yeah, rapid fire too. So that's yeah. I don't know what that one was. Lost it. And we have strength of 4. So 6s again. 1. 0 AP, 1 damage.
Watch me fail this. We're good.
Okay, he doesn't have anything. Should I try? I'm not going to shoot because I'm just going to run in. Better to run in than shoot.
Especially if you have a chance of wiping the squad.
No shooting, no shooting. They're covered. All right, so no other shooting. Okay, so tank shock. I've not done it before.
Oh, you
What's
got
that?
to charge the tank in?
Yeah.
So basically, you go to your toughness, you roll that many dice, and then on 5s and 6s, mortal wounds.
Okay. So toughness is 9.
Sure, so 9 dice.
Okay, so
And
it's
CD.
1 to do that?
I don't believe it's toughness anymore. I thought it was power of the weapon now, the strength of the weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Anyone watching? I can't remember now because they've just switched it. It fails me. Anyone watching? Let me know.
All right. And sorry, what did I need?
5s and 6s.
3 of them.
Nice. Cool.
And then charge those guys into the walker. 8. We'll just move right in.
Absolutely, yep, you're in all day long. Not a
And
problem.
then the jackals into the
Boys there, no problem. You're in.
6 and the demon prince.
Yep, absolutely. Hey,
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
He can actually.
All right, with that wonderful charge making it in good, I guess. But it is toughness. That's what they changed it to. I kept on thinking it was the strength was the old version of the rules. All right, so what do you guys think of these moves so far? So the tank shock got to tickle that Stompa for roughly 3 points. How much damage do you think the Terminators would have done with a strat +1 to wound or lethals? Daryl actually has 2 CP, and if you just do the math on that, this by far those Terminators would have done way more work. Now it doesn't look like the Exalted made the charge, or he's choosing not to charge. I'm not 100% certain, but it doesn't look like that Stompa is going to be going down this round.
For a couple more wounds. There's not nothing. Yep, go ahead there.
All right, so we're going to do the jackals. So jackals are. So they have 2 attacks. So I'm just checking one more thing here.
Not a problem.
So 2 attacks for each guy. There's one guy that's different.
Sounds good.
So 4 of them. And then be 1 more attack for each of those.
Sounds good.
They have sustained normally, and then the lethal with the blessing.
Perfect. Sounds good.
But they're not very good. They only hit on 4s.
That's not bad.
Lethals
So they gotta prove it to you now. They're like,
and
and sustained, right?
sustained.
So 4 blowback,
4
right?
back.
Beautiful. Even better.
And then strength of 4 on the charge.
So wounding on 5s.
So 2 more. So 6 in total.
AP?
No AP, 1 damage each.
Cool. I am on a 5 save, so looking for 5s.
Okay.
I mean, they
Nice.
did their best, but there's only 3 guys there. I failed 3 times. The squad is dead.
Okay.
Which, I mean, hey, they did their job. I can't complain.
They're only 1 damage each?
You got him.
Oh.
Yeah, only the one guy has got 2.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else is a single wound.
All right. I don't have a way to...
Correct. They can't pile to an objective. They can't pile to a thing, so they are in no man's land, and that's where they stay.
Can he consolidate? No.
No, because he doesn't have an enemy unit to consolidate to, and he doesn't have an objective to consolidate to.
Okay.
All right, and then you have these two
there.
over here.
So the one regular guy, he has 6 normal, 7 on the charge.
We welcome Dark Trial to the chat. How you doing, my man? We are watching World Eaters battling against Orks. Some lessons are definitely being learned, I hope. Man, I really wished. Here's hoping. Beginning of round 4, Teresa, if you're still out there, he gets to roll those dice again. We could see Angry Ron come in. That would just be fantastic.
3s,
You got it.
2, and strength of 10.
Wounding on 5s this time.
4 and a 2. Nothing.
Alrighty. You guys will fight back?
Oh, yeah, I did both of them. Yeah.
Okay. Any invul on that tank?
The tank, I don't believe it does, but it will benefit from the Fielma pain.
For sure.
No invul.
Cool. I'll just do it with the strike.
Okay.
Hit with everything. Strength 24.
Tough 9.
Wounding on 2s. 5 saves at Nick 5.
Okay. Normally it's a 3.
So minus 5.
Yeah, so nothing.
So that's 50 damage.
50.
I just
All right,
rolled it.
feel the pains.
I just rolled it for the lulls, but yeah, it's all good.
I don't think the law of averages.
If you make 56s, I mean, go buy a lottery ticket.
And you have to check my dice.
Yeah.
6, 8, 10. Okay, here's 10. Because he only has 10 wounds.
Sounds good. You're gonna have to roll
I
more
got 3.
times. So you're already doing good.
All right. So he's got 3 left.
Next volley. Okay.
2 more. All right, so let's see if he explodes.
Does he explode? On the d6.
Now here's where I need the 6. Nope.
Implodes.
That's him.
Alrighty. And then I'll attack with the Morkonaut on the far side. I will do his sweep attack. So 12 attacks. I'll choose sustained. I'll make it lethal or hazardous. Okay, hitting on 3s because he did not get touched in the butt. And then we get 1, 2, 3 back. Get rid of that too. Cool. These are at strength 8, 56, winning on 3s. So 5, all at neg 1.
Okay, so 4s. 1 saved.
2 damage piece.
Okay, so there's 4 of them at 2. So 6s. First one does that. Dead 1.
And then 1 remaining.
Damaged. Dead 2.
Alrighty. We survived the barrage. There you go, sir.
Thank you. All right. So that looks like all of attacks.
You will score new prisoners because you killed that unit of Storm Boys.
Okay.
Boom. Nothing else on mine died this turn. And you are currently recovering assets with the Exalted.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Round the 4th. Does Angron come back at round
Let's
4?
see. Let's see.
He's gonna come back.
7, 8.
It's gonna hurt so bad. It's gonna come back.
No.
Do you not have any of the abilities to stack the rerolls or anything?
No, because they would be. It would be the berserkers and the jackals. They'd have to be on the objective that I control
Gotcha.
to be able to roll 1.
Understood. Okay, it's a breath of relief for me, unfortunately.
All right, so let's see where I am.
And then I still hold. Actually, I owe you a battle shock. I owe you a battle shock, Tesla Stomper.
Okay.
Real quick. He's good. So then I will score for linchpin that and 2.
I score max.
And these are
Feel the pain? Probably.
I'm actually thinking.
That was hard. I really wanted to see Angron make a comeback, but with that, this dream might be over. I don't think. Okay, so what's on the? I'll remind everyone what's on the table right now. There's a unit of Terminators huddling in an L, roughly in the middle of the table, the little small L. And then there's a unit of 3 Exalted, 8-fold, or 8-bound, I should say, on an objective at the bottom of your screen toward the center. That's the gas. That's the only gas he has on the table currently right now. If either one of those 2 units falls, that will probably be the end of that. Now, if you're looking at the score currently right now, it is, let's get it on the screen, 70-37. 70-37. Right now it is the Orc player's turn. So it's he's got his triangle down, he's scoring his points. He can just more or less heal the big Stompa D3. Maybe melt him back a little bit. Yeah. He might actually just walk him back and just have that toe on the objective. That would be good enough just to add more space between him and those Terminators and him and those Exalted. That would probably be the move. The Jackals at the top of your screen are something. Like, they got rid of Storm Boys. Who cares? That doesn't really matter too much. Those are probably going to get picked up this round by one of the robots that are walking around the field. It's just at this point there's not enough resources or positioning at this moment for him to take advantage. Now, Brandon might make a mistake, and personally I think it would be a mistake to leave that Stompa in the middle of the board. I think he can just tow it, and that would be good enough. Okay, the position that mech kind of signals to me that he's planning on leaving it there, but we'll see. If he leaves it there, those charges can still happen. No. He's not leaving it there. No. Okay, so that'll add all those inches to those charges to make it that much harder for Daryl to do something about. We're fast approaching the talk-out phase of the game, folks. And it will probably... We might say go to around 5. I don't think... Daryl's hid really super well. The only thing that the Orc player can really fire at is the Jackals. There is no reason for him to move that Morkonaut forward. None at all. He should have just kept it where it was. Unless, of course, he's trying to complete a secondary, which, of course, I'm babbling. So let's get back to the table.
Will force himself onto here to be able to shoot at them. That's my movement. Cool.
Now, just for clarification purposes, so he was saying this was ruins and you couldn't land on it.
Correct.
That's just the specific thing on it, not the template.
You got it.
Good.
Yeah, just the actual terrain.
Cool.
Cool. So then we go to shooting. The boy behind the blue one is going to hit him, +1 to hit. The Stompa, +1 to hit. And then that guy doesn't matter. He's going to stay in his ride. So CP, wheel. Stomp is way too hurt. I don't want to leverage a Stomp, but I kind of do. But we'll start with the Gorkanaut first, and we'll see where we can pick our shots.
Okay.
So Gorkanaut is going to fire his chain gun into the jackals.
Okay.
And then that's everything's going to try to fire. So just the 30 shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. We'll choose sustained because he doesn't have any damage.
Okay.
The question is, do I spend the CP to reroll all hits? The jackal unit's eventually going to get on that objective point. Nah, whatever. YOLO. Always hubris. It's alright. It's alright. Get punished for my own stupidity. That's okay. No worries. Boom.
The Grots have been messing with your dice again.
That's alright. That's alright. He's on 4s, not too bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Gonna be winning you on 2s. Sorry, did you want to proc like a better feel no pain, or it just automatically happens, I believe, right?
They already have the better feel no pain.
Yeah. So you don't need
The only thing would be -1 to damage.
Sure. These are all damage 1.
Oh.
So I mean, there's 1 minimum 1. So.
Yeah, so the Demon Prince is going to give them a 6 up invuln.
Yeah.
And then they have a 5+ feel no pain.
That's good.
Let's see where it lands.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
My hubris will be.
Get a bunch of 1s for you though. So 3, 6, 9, 12.
Okay.
12 at Egg 1. You do have cover. So 12 at no AP, so 12 6s.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 1 AP, so that'll actually make it better at 5.
Sounds good.
So we'll do that. 5s. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already saved.
Nice. Just 1 damage apiece, so feel the pains.
And again at 5s. 3.
Pop another 3.
2, 3.
Cool. We're good. We'll choose to fire next with the Stompa. Stompa will put the... We'll spin a CP to reroll everything. I don't want to risk double hazardous, so I'm going to roll it. Worst one. Any natural wound roll of 6 is additional 2 AP.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. We're going to put everything that he has. So the rockets are going to go into your Demon Prince.
Okay.
The Gatling gun is going to go into your Demon Prince. You know what? Everything is going to go into your Demon Prince.
Now,
unless you'd like to do
just so you know,
Yep.
let me just make sure.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I think he's got the ability that halves damage.
Sure.
Okay, so this roll is 3 ironic. I don't know how I feel. How they Vortex.
I did not put it on him. So there we go.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Full damage, come on!
I want to pop that strat, but I'm like, no. He's way too battle damaged. I cannot risk it. Okay. So, yep. Hitting on 4s, rerolling everything.
Okay.
So re-rolling. Cool. And then toughness of the Demon Prince.
10.
Cool. These will be winning on 6s. 2 small firearm fires will go through at 0 AP.
Okay. So he normally has a 2+ save.
So 2+. Hey, he's good. Who would have guessed? 3d6 death cannon shots. That's going to be a good number.
Oh, yeah.
So 16.
It's no 50, but.
Yeah, I know, right? I really wish I had sustain right now, but I don't. Okay, hitting a force, we're rolling everything. Rolling everything. Cool. And then going to the wound roll. Strength 14.
Toughness 10.
Wounding on 3s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 at -3.
Okay, so normally a 2.
Up to 5, so
Up
you have
to
a 4.
5, but I've got a 4+ involved. So
There you go.
4.
4+. Looking good so far. Look at that spicy
1.
roll. Look at that spicy roll.
How much damage?
D6. For 3.
3. And this will be a 6. He doesn't have 2.
Nice. Scorcher's out of range. Gatler. Gatler does have sustain hits built into it.
Okay.
So 4s, re-rolling everything. Do we get any 6s? 2, 3. Okay. You said you're T7? T9?
10
T9.
on the prince.
Cool. I think that's it. 4. 4 adds only -1. So 4 3 jabs.
Okay.
There you go.
3s.
2 damage piece.
Okay. First one on 6s. 2. 3. So that's 6 more damage, so he's down to 2 wounds.
Cool. D6 rocket shots. For 2. Cool. For 3. Snake eyes. 1 at -3. 1 4 involved.
Oh! How much damage?
7. Because it's D6 plus 2 for the super rockets.
6s! 1!
Does he explode?
No, he doesn't.
All right.
Oh, there he does. Oh, he does. Deadly Demise. What if we get a 6 now? No.
Everything wants to implode. Very much safe practices. Fire guns. Take 9 damage, my friend.
Whew.
He's 1 wound away. 1 wound away from death.
Really? Only 1 wound left?
1 wound left. That's what I said. I didn't want to push because 1s and 2s would have been hazardous. Dang, that dude is almost dead. Well, neat.
Charges?
Yeah, I got nothing. No charges. That's
Okay.
me.
All right. What'd you score?
So the only guys that can cleanse is him and him. Or there's cleanse and recover assets. They can't do both. I'll just cleanse. Like
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just double cleanse. I'm not gonna bin recover. So double cleanse 2 objective markers, and then just discard recover assets. End of my turn. I won't get any CP because on your turn I'll gain a CP. So on your turn, gain a CP, and then
So
your linchpin.
recover
So you got
assets.
that in there.
Okay.
So linchpin. got it, and then got it. And then you will recover the assets. I'm going to trigger it over here. So we got it, recover the assets. Oh, 2 units need to recover assets. Crap.
Oh well.
Uh,
So I'll discard it at the end.
yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Realized there's only
I didn't
2.
read it either.
Yeah, and double check it. Jeez. All right. You can discard it now. You gain a CP. You have 4 CP. You want to discard it now? Just so you have 2 fresh in this turn.
Well, it's what I like. I was going to discard at the end of the last one, the recover asset.
Oh yes, perfect. Yes.
And then
Awesome. Yeah. One second. Let me fix this
Yeah,
real quick.
would've been backward.
Let me fix it real quick. Discard the recover assets. Boom. I can't CP from that. Cool. There you go. Perfect.
right.
Fixed. All right. Random missions for you.
So
Defend.
defend
Sabotage.
and sabotage.
So defend, no problem. I'm not getting there. And then
Okay, so how did that turn for Brandon go? So Brandon is the Orc player. I think the only thing I would have done maybe a little bit different would have been not fishing for all that hotness. I can't believe it. The Stomp is now sitting on 1 single wound. Literally, if anything comes in contact with it, it dies. But the score right now is just peeling away. It's nearly 30-point difference between the 2 players. Not that you can't still make a comeback. Wicked thing about 40K, the scores are tight. Like you could score big depending on what you draw, of course, and decisions you make positionally and what resources you have. But I mean, you can still make it, but it's big. It's a big spread. I would have liked that Morkanot at the bottom of your screen not to be where it is and just be a little bit further back, but it's not going to matter. I do not think if I was Daryl, I would go that direction. Right now, I'd probably beeline toward that center objective and try to get those Terminators. Get those Terminators on that center objective so you could score some points at the end of the match. All right, let's see what happens with Daryl's turn. Brandon's turn was okay. Great that he knocked out the Prince. That was great. The Jackals were neither here nor there. That is what it is. But we'll see what happens.
oh no, it's just 1. Either in no man's land or deployment zone. Opponent's
Not
deployment
within
zone.
your
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just saying here might be harder for you to get to.
Oh sure, I'm not getting there.
Right.
I'm not getting there at this point.
So that now means, do I want to run and try to kill something, your Stompa or?
Alright, he's got 1 wound remaining, so it's quite possible.
All right. So I'm pretty sure they're the same for movement for Exalted.
Probably 9 or 10.
Exalted is 9.
Nice.
So I'm just going to move 9 out into no man's land.
Yep, absolutely. I can't Overwatch, so it's all you.
Sorry, I'm just going to. And the Jackals. If I'm here, will you be able to see me?
Nope, not unless I'm on top of that yellow tablet.
Okay.
But the Stompa does move 10.
6. The stomp him moves 10?
Correct.
Okay.
And he walks over that piece of terrain that is not
Yeah.
there.
That's
like-
if he's still alive.
Yeah, so like, I mean, that's if he's still alive. Like,
Yeah.
so like a casual 10 walk can't get him there, but if you charge him, you should be able to do 1 damage.
Okay, so let's, I'm going to run the jackals.
Yep.
So normally 6, so 9. Just get him a little further back behind here.
Absolutely.
So they're going to be doing that. He's defending stronghold. I actually should have to do a battle check for him anyways. He he's ready to go now.
He's good. He's no problem. It's like, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Woo!
Okay, so he's still going to stay there, just to be. All right, so we're going to try a charge with the 8 bound exalted.
Yep. Hey, look, you're in.
9. I have to charge into here first, right?
Correct. Because if he was the only target you declare, then just to him, and then you can pile after.
Have to get into there.
These beasts really want to hold on.
They do. What was it, Barrel of Monkeys? One guy said?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I have to stay back, right?
It's all good.
And then,
No worries. You want to pop a boy as well? I'm fine with it. It's all good.
okay, so they're back there. There. No other charges. All right.
Yep, have at her.
Okay, so these guys.
Why didn't he move the Terminators? No. Those Exalted aren't going to hold that center. If he had... Heck, I would have just ran the Terminators at that point. If you weren't planning on charging with them, run them into position. Just advance them. That's a real shame. Because what are those Terminators doing for him right now? Nothing. They're not holding anything. They're alive, but that doesn't matter. Every round you're not using a unit, it's just costing you points. If you were to take the cost of a unit and divide it by 5, that's how many points it's worth per round, so to speak. This is more of a me thing, really. But yeah, every round you paid for a unit and not using it, it costs you. It costs you points, at least in my mind. In any case, that is far too bad that those Terminators are not in a position to do anything currently right now. And that's really going to bite them in the butt later.
I'm just wondering if I should hit on 2.
Up to you.
No, we'll hit on 3s.
All right.
All right. I don't, but I've got 2 lethals.
Sounds good.
And then it is strength 15.
Nice. Wounding on 3s.
Hits, or wounds.
Yep, 3.
So 3 of them, minus 3,
Sounds good.
and 2 damage each.
Well, we'll see if you can make them. Hey, look, it didn't. Does he explode? Nah.
Oh.
I kind of wanted to at that point. Snow finally goes down. You put a good effort in, my friend. You done your job.
All right, so now that opens a way for Angron to come back turn 5.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm going to save you some time, brother. You pop this.
Okay. So then,
He's nothing without his robot. He's like, I will concede to my robot death. So you can consolidate more onto the objective if you'd like.
yeah, let's get off of that. So I'm not on, but he's on there so he can see me.
Yeah. I'm going to gun him down in this turn. But you did the
You
job.
can try. Yeah, so they're going to stay there.
Yep. Cool.
And so that looks like the turn.
And they were sabotaging, so they'll sabotage until next turn. Cool.
Yeah.
And both the sabotage will score at the end of my next turn as well. So
Okay.
no problem.
So the defense stronghold.
And sabotage will both score at the end of my next turn.
End of your opponent's turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So battle round 5.
All right.
Does
Let's see
Angron
Angron. Come on, Angron. Let's hear it in the chat.
Does the Angron?
Angron.
Let's hear it. That's he too.
3. Oh!
Oh, dang. I saw 2 of them, like, for sure he's got him round 5. Dang.
And I can't re-roll.
You said only Exalted?
Only the
I saw your
the
8
Jackals
on the
in,
yeah. Exalted Jackals, gotcha. Too bad, dang.
No, not like this. Okay, so what's going to happen this turn? Well, Orc player's going to go. Those Exalted 8-bound in the center of the board are going to evaporate. Brandon is probably, the Orc player is going to probably take that objective. And that'll be that. It's at this point, I think Daryl was just going for the whole symbolic victory by taking down that Stompa, and that is fair enough. I mean, it does feel good to take down the Stompa, but this game is pretty much over. The boys might be even talking about it right now.
Both trash.
Okay.
So,
But do you get something for assassination if there are no characters on it?
oh yes, I believe you do. Assassination. All enemy character models have been destroyed for 5 points. So yes.
There you go.
So there we'll score. That's cool. Boom. And then I'll chuck behind enemy lines for CP. So spend a CP. Discarding in the command phase behind enemy lines. Drawing the mission. Storm hostile objective.
Nice.
So that middle one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Move it. Oh, your turn mayor's gonna come murder another robot because I would like to own it. So cha-cha slide.
Now, they do have the Feel No Pain, so they'll have a 5 Feel No Pain.
Sounds good.
You can talk it out if you so wish.
Why deny?
That's it.
He's having a good play.
Yeah, we're good.
This guy's like, no.
It's just sometimes when people are out this in front of me, I got a plus one thing. It's like,
No, I hear you.
Give them their money's worth.
Coming outside of 1.
Good.
This guy will also move to here to get line of sights on shooting. Not that I really want to shoot too
I'll
much.
Overwatch with my chain fists.
Have at it. Have at it. Do it to it, my friend. Would you like to? It's only 20
With
moves.
chain fists.
I'll allow it. They shoot now.
Strength 14s.
Woo! All right. So let's start the shooting. I'm gonna start with the. Oh, hold on. Don't jump ahead, Brian. We gotta do things properly. You jump up, jump out, hit the button. You slide in, hit the button. All right.
They can only do it if they're on the board.
Only if they're on the board. That's what like that dude just been like rocking in style there. He's like, I have nothing to shoot at. I'll sit in here. Okay. But yeah, so let's start with the minigun man, the blue man. We'll spend a CP to reroll everything.
Okay.
And I'll go double hazardous. I'll choose sustain hits.
Okay. So I am going to choose. Okay, I'm going to -1 from the damage characteristics of weapons.
That's good.
And yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. 1, 2, 3. I already put you down.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Just a casual 30.
Casual
shot.
30.
Shooting on 4s. Rerolling everything with sustain. You know I'm going to kill them, and I'm not going to be able to storm hostile objective, and I'm just going to laugh at myself because I'm silly. Anywho, fail, 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 and push these to the side. Rerolling everything. Seems pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
Tough 6.
T6 sounds good. These are strength 6, so wounding you on 4s.
so whenever I sing my troubles, they also go. Right? So So doing it simultaneously?
Get rid of that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Casual 17.
And that's only at neg 1 though.
All right, 17. And neg 1 will put me at 4. Let's remove the saves. Okay. And then how much damage?
Just 1 apiece.
Okay. So now they also have 5 plus fill the pain.
Sounds good.
And I only save 1 more. And that's 1, 2, 3.
Come on. All right.
I am going to.
Blood surge?
No, that's only on the berserkers. But I'm going to do a blood offering.
Okay.
So 1 CP, objective that my guys were killed on. It now remains under my control
Nice.
until you take it back.
Trixie Hobbitses.
Yeah. So -1 for that.
Sure. Boom. You did the thing.
And I will mark it as that's a little bit different than being under my
It
control.
is yours, indeed.
And these guys are dead. Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah, man. Go to charges. I have no charges. I only score it.
I don't know how many times I've seen Deemer actually do that. He needs to get on an objective, and he shoots a target that he's supposed to charge, and the man overkills it, denying him the charge, and now denying him his tactic on top of that. Now, not that he needs it. I get it. His score is high enough, I guess, but still, like, no faith. He just tunnel visions into it and just, I gotta kill that right now.
So about round 5. 2 secondaries.
All right. So we have engage on all fronts and assassination.
So, you said these guys move 5, correct? And you don't have the advance and charge, correct?
I don't.
Okay, so 5. If you get a 10 plus 3.
And there's where that not moving those Terminators was such a huge deal. Now it's now coming to bite him. Well, you're like, well, yeah, but then he would have shot that. Well, if he would have shot that, maybe he wouldn't have shot the Exalted. Now, granted, if he would have shot the Exalted, maybe we would have completed the charge and actually scored more points. But I'm pretty sure the 10 Terminators would have been able to take the attention of the amount of shots. So without the Stompa in the list, I'm not saying the Morkanaut and Gorkanaut are nothing, but he could have cut ankles here. He could have made it hard. But, I mean, those Terminators are so out of play right now, and he's going to have a hard time reaching anything.
And then select secret mission. Oh, it's not mission. Oops, not secret mission. Whoops.
Yeah, secret mission. That's the one I want. No, that's not what I want.
Select missions. There you go. Boom. Establish locus. Take the center. Establish it.
So I've already got it, right? Because you
You have
can't
to-
take it back. This is round 5.
Correct, but you have to have an enemy unit, one of your units
On
within
it.
range.
And I have to be.
I will read it so we don't get anything mistaken.
Yeah.
Establish locus. 1 unit from your army, end of your turn. If that unit is within your opponent's deployment zone or within 6 of the center of the battlefield. So you only have to have a unit within 6 of the battlefield. And we have already established I cannot overwatch. So whatever you do, you can establish the locus and you're fine.
But it's an action.
It is an action.
Okay.
So no shooting.
So I can't run.
No, but you can put the jackals there, and then they're
Yeah.
fine, and then do your thing.
Okay, and then, but they have to be on the.
Within 6. So you know that the objective is exactly center of the battlefield.
Yeah.
So you just have to be back 6. So if you're already within 6, you just crunch forward, and you're good.
Within 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Not wholly, just within.
Oh, okay. And then the other one, engage on all fronts, is
3 table quarters for the min. 4 for the max. And you'll
So-
already have 1, 2, 3 no matter what. The 4th one I don't think happens, but you get 3 at least.
this is 30.
Correct.
I don't think I'll be able to get them,
Correct. They have to be on the full other side.
so I won't have 3.
You'll have 3. Because they're in... Oh, sorry, you're right. Correct.
Yeah.
You are correct, yes. Yeah. So, establishing locust and then punch face. And, oh, sorry, it would be establish locust and go for primary, is what it would be. Guys, if you get a unit here,
Yeah.
these guys can establish locust on here. That takes that. Well, you own that already, so it doesn't matter. They come here, take this for primary, and then you just establish locust, and that's max scoring for the turn.
So I can run. Can I get rid of? Can I spend another CP? Is that what?
Just 1.
Oh, I thought.
One per battle round.
But I thought they had changed that in the thing.
It is
now.
once per battle round. It used to be once per game.
Okay.
Now it's once per battle round. You can bin 1 to get 1 in the command
Okay.
phase.
All right. So then, if I run with these guys,
Oh yeah, we can even just talk it out. I can't fire Overwatch at you.
Yeah.
So you just do everything you want to do.
So I have actually Apoplectic Frenzy, which will, for 1 CP, will get me 6 automatically.
Sure.
So I could do that.
Absolutely, yeah. You're on all day long.
Okay.
You get that. You do your within 6. You'll
That's
score
gonna
your
be
max.
within 6.
Sounds good. So you'll get linchpin. You'll get your deployment zone. And 2. 1, 2. There you go. Oops, 2. And then the no engage, but you do get established locus. You'll establish locus within 6 of the center. So boom, for the small.
Should I have kept? No, you have things to go, so I wouldn't have got the 5. All right, looks great.
Yep. So then final score, play 10 of the game. That'd be the final.
Nice.
Good
Thank
game, sir.
you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Alrighty, folks, we have now hit the end of the game. Obviously, we kind of already knew what was going to be happening, but nevertheless, I appreciate these guys finishing their game. That was a good choice on Daryl's part. He just wanted to learn as much and absorb as much as he possibly could, and he's here already. So why not finish? Why not complete it? For all of you joining us or have joined us or are still here, thank you very much. I'm going to bid you adieu. Have a phenomenal night. I'd like to thank Daryl and Brandon for coming out on stream. Always an act of bravery to put yourself out there. Hopefully you all were entertained, and we'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Hey, what is it now? Here we go. That was terrible.
Okay.
But I understand the timidness because it's like, if the storm doesn't do it, there's 2 other things that are going to go, okay,
Yeah.
guns. It's fair. And then like with No Man's Land being like an open pit zone like this with free line of sight shooting.